Atlantis Unveiled, Isekiri and Okpe join Oduduwa family.
In Okpe specifically, because, well, depends whether you call them Morobo, not, but Shakiri influence on the Okpe. Now, there are 4 layers of influence. 4 layers. Yes. The first layer is what I would call general layer. It's general. The second layer is what I would call the Shakiri influence on the proper Okpe. The third layer will be the Shakiri influence on Okpe. The Shakiri in Okpe who are a Shakiri. That's the Shakiri indigenous claiming to be Okpe. The third layer of influence will be the slave camps in Okpe land. Yes. The first layer will be the general influence of Ishakiri in Okpe land. Number 1, an Ishakiri family formed the Oroji, and the first Oroji was Me Bitana and Ishakiri. Yes, Deveno, Me Bitana. So that is the first Oroji of Okpe, of Ishakiri stock. So, secondly, since it was an Ishakiri who formed what they call Okpe Kingdom in quote, so the kingdom has what I will call the dressing of the Oroji is similar to the dressing of the Olu. It was the Olu that was given letter by Dom Domingos to wear that type of shirt in 1608. So the Oroji of Okpe or the of Okpe copied from Olu. So copied from that Ishakiri family. I don't want to be naming them so much because one of them has phoned and said he's not happy the way I'm exposing it. So I won't name the family. So that is that for that. Then some words in Okpe like Onorogu, Igojo, Ashishan are all words with Ishakiri morphemes. Yes, pure Ishakiri. Then their masquerade and all those, if you look at it, you'll see that it is purely Ishakiri. That is general. Yes. Then I want to talk on the second layer of influence, which is the Ishakiri in Okpe who are Okpe, who are Ishakiri. This will include people like Okpe, Ajagun Yibo and all those, Okpe and Ajagun Yibo being brothers. Ogoni was a title, the Ishakiri. Read more 1936. I'm not saying more is totally authoritative, but at least he said so. I think Omonyokarin said so, so it's not a new innovation like Okpe histories. That's what I'm trying to say. It has been there. The Ishakiri first historians, they mentioned Ogoni and Itive as titles in Ishakiri land, which when going to Okpe, they were made to have in Ishakiri when their descendants are returning back. Not these politics they are playing now. Then we have the pure Okpe, who are people from Ororo Okpe and that. So these pure Okpe people, their mothers are also Ishakiri, descendants of one man called Ebele, who this man said got lost there, William Moore, and we have discovered he did not get lost there totally. He still went further to Okurigeli and even ended up somewhere in Ogoni. Yes, he ended up there. He has descendants even in Ikwere, Okubia, and so on. Then the fourth layer of Okpe are what I will call the slave camps. There are 4 slave camps, but since members of two have not challenged me in any way, I will not mention them. I only mention those who challenge me. Yes, surplus slave camp, owned by Olomu, and Ogbokrusu slave camp, owned by Ololo. Yeah. So this is the relationship of Okpe with Isekiri, and it has been very cordial, if not for some wicked people holding political positions and trying to lie and so on, but I don't want to name anybody. I won't mind, but this is the relationship. So all Isekiri, all Yoruba, please forward this. Okpe is part of Isekiri, totally, and part of the great Yoruba Empire. In case of anything, we know that at least Okpe are part of us. I will be taking what they call the Robo Kingdoms one by one, the clans one by one. So from my research now, I've shown that Okpe are mostly Isekiri and by extension Yoruba. So we are all together in the movement for Yoruba unity. Thank you. All Yoruba, all Okpe, all Isekiri, all Olukumi, all Usen. Please post this. Thank you.